So you're probably hearing about something called budget reconciliation. Let me break that down for you. Hi, I'm Zach Moller, Director of the Economic Program at Third Way, and the team's resident federal budget nerd. Budget reconciliation is the express lanes of legislation. It can get you to where you want to go faster, but you may not get all the same stops. You got to pay a toll. There's different rules. So why are we talking about budget reconciliation right now anyway? Well, Republicans have the White House, the House, and the Senate. That lets them use this reconciliation process to get around the Senate filibuster. Very understandably, Democrats not so into Donald Trump's big agenda. To get around the filibuster, you use the budget reconciliation process so that you can move things with a simple majority. Last week, House Republicans passed the reconciliation bill on a party line vote, and now it heads to the Senate. When the bill gets over to the Senate, they're gonna have to do something called the bird bath. Now, bird bath, that sounds a little weird. I'm gonna explain that in a future video. This will help fix some of the process issues in the House bill, and then the Senate will, in all likelihood, bring that bill to the floor and start amending it. Now, when the Senate amends a budget reconciliation bill, they go through the Voterama process. That's an exercise in exhaustion. The Senate is gonna vote all night on amendment after amendment until they are literally falling over in their chairs. When I was a staffer in the Senate, I fell asleep at 5 a.m. doing a Voterama. Don't tell my boss. So the Senate is going to do this Voterama, and then if they can pass the bill, it still isn't done because the House will have to then vote on whatever the Senate can come up with. Same bill's got to pass the House as the Senate. And when it goes back to the House, there will be big questions of whether or not the conservatives in the House of Representatives will vote for it because of some Senate changes. So we'll see, and the tight vote margin in the House of Representatives will be really important to watch. Now, if they can then pass the same bill, then it'll go to President Trump for signature. That's a kind of a quick overview of the process. If you have questions about the budget reconciliation process, drop them down below in the comments. I am happy to answer them.